you are trying to alert other people about a narcissist, I need someone to talk to. I'm gonna go to this person and try to explain what's going on. And that person just shuts the door in your face. That person was probably an enabler. You cannot turn to the enablers of a narcissist for help with the narcissist. The enablers are just going to shut the door in your face. Why do the enablers want to stay on the narcissist side? Because it's like a mutual benefit thing. The narcissist enables their enablers, and the enablers also enable the narcissist. So the narcissist enablers are not going to turn on the narcissist. So you cannot go to them for help. Because there are perks in that toxic relationship. There are perks. Each one's getting perks. Each one's getting enabled. I'll believe in your delusions if you believe in my delusions. That's how it works. The enabling thing. So the reason why you cannot go to the enablers of a narcissist for help with a narcissist, they're going to shut the door right in your face. I don't believe you. You're crazy. The narcissist is a nice person. I mean, they are. There's, like I said before, there's a nice person inside of all of us, right? Somewhere. And they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna make you feel like the crazy one, just like the narcissist does. You cannot do it. You cannot go to the enablers of a narcissist for help with a narcissist. The enablers are getting perks from that narcissist. That narcissist believes in all the enablers are usually narcissistic as well. Narcissistic, okay. Or they're full-blown narcissist, NPD narcissist, right? Enablers are also wearing masks. Enablers are also wearing masks. You cannot turn, again, I'm going to repeat it again. You cannot turn to the enablers of a narcissist for help with the narcissist. You're going to get shooed away. Shoot, fly. Don't bother me. You don't know what you're talking about. And once again, you're left like, ugh. Oh my God. When you're turning to these people, you may not realize at the time that these people are the enablers of the narcissist. And then you realize later, oh, that's the reason why they shut the door in my face. Because they're enablers of the narcissist. That's why. If only I'd known that before. What did it save me a lot of embarrassment and just bad feelings and more hopelessness. If I had known that before. If I had known now. If I had known then, what I know now. It would have helped a lot. But, you learn the hard way sometimes. Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. Now I know you don't turn to the enablers of a narcissist for help with the narcissist, because you're gonna get the door slammed in your face. And more gaslighting. You're gonna feel like the crazy one. I'm just being unreasonable here. I'm just being unreasonable. By not wanting to live in La La Land, I'm being unreasonable. So what do you do? Again, like I said, it's kind of a toxic maze with no way out. What is turning to the enablers going to do anyway? The enablers cannot control the narcissist. Everything has to start with the narcissist. The narcissist has to change the narcissist, not someone else. What is turning to the enablers really going to do anyway? I know you just feel like you don't want to talk to somebody. I don't want to feel alone. I gotta talk to somebody. Because you don't want to feel alone, right? And maybe they can help the narcissist. You want to try to recruit other people to help you help the narcissist. It's not going to, especially their neighbors. It's not the people to recruit, right? They're not going to help. They don't want to lose their perks. You know, that narcissist feeds my delusions. It enables me. I don't want to turn on the narcissist. Because like I said before, anyone who enables the narcissist is also enabling that person. Like I said, the narcissists are slaves to their enablers. So you cannot turn to the enablers of a narcissist for help with a narcissist. You can't. There's really no one you can turn to. And unless it's a life or death situation, you gotta turn to the PD. You gotta turn to the PD because it's about to go down. Right? That's when you gotta turn to somebody. But other than that, like what were you really planning on accomplishing? Turning to the enabler, turning to anybody. The narcissist has to change the narcissist. You cannot change the narcissist. Someone else cannot change the narcissist. The only way to change it, maybe just lock them in a padded cell and have them think it over for like a long time and not let them be exposed to it. I feel like that's the only way. Just let them detox in a padded cell and force them to just sit there and think. I feel like that's the only way, but is that humane? I don't know. And we're gonna lock you in this cage so you can reflect. We're gonna force you to reflect. Okay, we're gonna force you to get sober and reflect. That's like the only way, seriously. Are we legally able to do that? I mean, that's what we do with the mentally ill people, and it is a mental illness. That's what we do with the mentally ill. We put them in a cage. And that's seriously the only way. Turning to someone, hey, can you help me out with this person? It's probably not gonna work. Especially if they're enablers. So you have to learn how to cope with it or get away from it. Because the only person who can change the narcissist is a narcissist. You can't recruit other people to help you change what the narcissist is thinking. Only they can change what they're thinking. Just before you decide to call someone, hey, have you noticed this person's acting really? Before you go to talk to someone about a narcissist, stop and think. Is this person I want to talk to? Are they enabling the narcissist in any way? Are they feeding the narcissist delusions in any way? Are they a believer of the narcissist delusions? Ask yourself those questions. If you decide that this person is the enabler of the narcissist, don't even bother turning to that person because they're not going to be open to anything you have to say. They're going to deny what you say. So just save yourself. Sorry, Robert, it's like 5 in the morning right now. Just save yourself the time and energy. Because you're going to feel really stupid. And it's like a hopeless feeling when you turn to people and they just slam the door in your face. So I'm just trying to save people. Just stop and think. Is this person enabling the narcissist in any way? Because if they are, they're not going to listen to you. I just wish I had known that before I went and turned to all these people and everyone was just like, I don't care. I don't know. Again, if you can't turn to anybody, you gotta separate yourself from the narcissist or learn how to cope. Learn how to coexist with the narcissist. Or separate yourself. But do not turn to their enablers. Their enablers won't help you. But never give up hope on yourself.